How's it going? Tonight we thought we were going to give the Instant Pot a little bit of a rest, and we're going to try a new recipe in our air fryer. Being from the South, one of our staples of our diet is chicken fried steak. It's not very healthy because it's fried in a vat of oil. So we're going to try to make tonight, for the very first time, chicken fried steak in our air fryer. Alright, it starts out, the recipe calls for 2 cube steaks, about 5 to 6 ounces each. Now my grocery store didn't have any cube steaks, so I got a few eye-round steaks, and then I beat the tar out of them with a meat tenderizer and basically made my own. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with, we need to make a batter. So we're going to mix together 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, a half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and 2 teaspoons of crumbled dried sage. Now in addition to that, we have to make a wash. We're going to make that out of 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk, 1 teaspoon of hot sauce, and 1 egg. We're going to put that together and whisk it together. And then we're going to batter up the steaks. We're going to first dredge them in the flour. Then we're going to put them in the buttermilk mixture and then back in the flour. And this, of course, is a very messy process, but it's also a lot of fun to get your hands dirty. So, all right, we have the steaks ready. We're going to put them now in the air fryer basket. One thing to be very careful of is you need to spray down the inside of the basket, and I'm using a shelf as well, so that as well with some kind of non-stick spray, because this will stick to the insides of your basket. Yeah. All right. So once we have the steaks in the basket, we're going to set that aside for 10 minutes to rest. And when that's ready, we're going to put the basket in the air fryer. We're going to set it for 400 degrees, and we're going to let that run. While that's running, we're going to go ahead and start with the second part, and we're going to make the gravy. The gravy is made up of a mixture of 4 tablespoons of butter, which we melt in a pan. Then we add in a mixture of 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic salt, and we're going to mix that into the melted butter until it thickens. Then we're going to slowly add in a mixture of 1/2 cup of milk and 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. And we're going to stir that constantly on medium heat until it thickens up. Once that thickens up, the gravy's ready. Now, after the first 4 minutes have passed by for the steak, we're going to need to turn them. So we're going to pull the basket out, pull out the shelf. We're going to want to spray again the steak before we flip it, because we don't want there to be any issues with sticking. And we're going to put it in for another 4 minutes. Now since I have 2 layers, more steaks than called for by the recipe, we're going to add a couple of minutes. We're going to do it about 6 minutes total. All right, well, let's see what happens when it is finished. All right, now Victoria is not feeling well, so we gave her some buttered noodles with hers. That's what she wanted. So let's go ahead and take it on out.
Ooh, that looks good.
Oh, by the way, we got a new couch, so things are kind of a mess in here, so ignore anything in the background. All right, you ready to try yours?
Yes. I don't know the last time I had chicken fried steak. Yummy.
Is it tender?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't seem convinced. I may not have beat
It's
it.
tender. I'm realizing I don't like gravy. Like,
Oh.
I know I don't like gravy, but I thought I should have the gravy.
Well, it's part of the deal. So, but it's okay? Cool. I was concerned about how tender it was going to be, considering I had to tenderize it myself. Okay, well, let me give mine a try. Look, there's the new couch. We're not allowed to sit on it and eat. Okay, I'm gonna give it this steak a try here. See how it came out. The flavor is very good. It's a little tougher than I would normally expect with real cubed steak. I suspect if I had cubed steak, it would be fine. But I don't mind chewing my meat a little bit. It's not bad. The flavor is great. Very garlicky, which is very nice. Very creamy with the gravy. Everything's really good. I just want to reiterate, make sure you're spraying down your racks and stuff with nonstick oil, because it will rip the crust off if you don't. I had one of them that didn't come out very well because of that. So be very careful with that. Otherwise, it's very, very good. What do you think?
I think it passes the grade. I think it's good.
All right. She is also not. She's sitting on the old couch,
Yeah.
which we're gonna donate. But so, all right. Well, we're gonna go eat dinner. We will see you guys next time. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. Well, I'm sure it'll be delicious. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.